everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Last week's giveaway, I got all the shirts mailed out, all 4. I had everybody respond. I already had some responses that have gotten them already. If you haven't got yours yet, you should get it the next day or two anyway. So congratulations to all the winners. I want to take this time real quick to thank everybody for joining me on all my adventures. I love hearing all your responses. Some of y'all have sent me gifts. I also want to thank everybody for using my Amazon and Calico links that are in my video description. That helps support my channel, so I really appreciate that. I see some of y'all starting to use them some more, so thank you for that. I had a video here the other day about the Deus where I went out and did some air depth testing, and I didn't put a spreadsheet in there showing all the numbers. So I'm putting the spreadsheet in there right here because a couple people asked me. I'll put it down there at the bottom. As you know, if y'all look at the spreadsheet, oh my God, the Deus 2 definitely beat the Equinox on every depth in the air out here. Now that doesn't mean it's going to beat it on the beach, but it gives you an indication of what it's capable of doing, and it gives you an idea where to go. Anyway, it was doing really great on all the numbers, but I've been to the beach multiple times with it, and a couple times John Boy was able to beat me with his Equinox. I did beat him too, though, on one of my videos where he couldn't get a signal on some brass shells. I was getting really deep, and I did. Strong signal. He wasn't getting it. So it's worked both ways depending on the target, I guess, and where we're at. I haven't done any adjustments on the machine. I'm going with standard factory settings. Once I learn how to manipulate a little bit, I think I can go a lot deeper in which program to use. But he has been running his Equinox down to like a 3 recovery speed, up to 23 on his sensitivity. So he's tweaking it to get deeper. And I do the same thing on my Equinox. I can definitely tell I get much deeper when I go off this program to do some self-adjustments. I got a video on showing that on Equinox, and it works. And also, let me just see real quick, the programs too on there do different things. Like the beach sensor program goes up to 40 kilohertz, I think it is. And the other program, I don't think I have it with me right here, but the other program goes up to, I think, only 24 kilohertz or some of that when you use beach, just the beach mode, I think it is. So that one will get better, bigger targets, and the beach sensor will get better, smaller targets. So there's a lot of things I got to learn, I got to play with and learn. So just stick in there with me, and we're going to learn what to do. A lot of factors considered, and once you make some adjustment, one thing it can affect another thing. So it's just a long way to go yet. So stay with me. We're gonna do it. Before we get going on that, let's see. I want to talk about a couple more things. The EMI issue we've been talking the silent EMR, and we say silent because we can hear some of the problems we're having because you get close to the machine. Most everybody has experienced it. You get to a hunt or even on the beach, somebody walks by. You hear that electronic noise in your ear from the other machine. It's an electronic frequency it's putting out, and it'll start interfering with your frequency. It just goes crazy. The detector, both companies, Equinox and Deus, have come up with, they know it, they know that's the issue. They've come up with things to fix it. You got frequency shift, I think it's called, on the Deus, and you got noise cancel called on the Equinox. And both of those, what it does, goes in and switches the frequencies just a little bit off from what it's at, enough to get off the frequencies that are hitting each other on the two machines, and boom, quiet, it's gone. And you hear it. You can hear the frequency shift, and then it's gone, completely gone. So, well, that's what you hear. You hear that. What I'm calling the silent EMI is when you don't hear it, but it's affecting your machine. So you're getting it, but you don't know you're getting it. And that's what was happening on these machines sometimes, is affecting the performance, but you're not hearing it. And that's what we're kind of working on, playing with, trying to figure out. We ain't quite figured all that out yet, but it is affecting. I can tell it affected mine in a couple of scenarios where he would cut the machine off and I could hear it then. So it is affect. So we got to work on that. Hadn't figured that out totally yet, but we're working on it. Just to show you so y'all remember, I do have when I had my old Deus, which wasn't waterproof, and it didn't have this wire available Deus, I built my own, and I got a video, and I'll put a link to that video in my video description if y'all want to check it out. I made it so that my old Deus, I could stick my coil underwater, and I showed putting it underwater, it doesn't work. And I showed when I put my wire on it, it worked, and I made my own. the wire I made it from, I'll put a link to that wire if anybody's interested in doing this. But what I'm going to do, what I did then anyway, I drilled a little hole right here. All you had to do is drill a little hole to get this wire through, run it down the shaft. It's got an opening right back there that you can come out of. On my old days, I just gooped it to the edge. It went right in the connector, still went over top of it. And I made a connector up here that was close enough to the head. This was on the old, it had a little underwater box. But anyway, it worked. In my video, well, in this video description, I'll show it. You can put on, and it did fine. But now Deus has come up with their own. They didn't have one at the time, but now they got one of their own. I don't think they did anyway. But you can buy this wire, and this is it right here. I got some. I'll put a link to this wire in my video description if anybody wants to play with it. But what you have to do, if you're going to do it, this wire is a shielded cable. So what you have to do is you have to pull the shield back enough to expose the little wire inside, because this what you're doing is it's injecting the signal into here, running through a shielded cable so other signals can't get into the cable, hopefully. And then you got to do the same thing on the other end. You got to pull it back enough so that it's ejecting that signal out, and that machine is hearing that signal. So it's kind of like a relay transmitter, because it's relaying the signal from underwater up to your other one, because it can't transmit through the water. But anyway, I'm going to be playing with that. I might do that using this on the machine, so that you won't see the wire at all. It'll be all hidden through the shaft. I kind of like that idea to do that. Just got to need a little slack, so when you pull it apart, you can pull the shaft apart and put it in the box if you're going to take it out or anything. So anyway, we're going to work on that. I'll keep y'all up to date on what I'm doing with that. I want to also talk just real quick about the warranty. You know, it's 5-year warranty, 5-year warranty. But then tonight I was looking in there and looked at it. Not everything is 5-year warranty. So I want to kind of show you all that real quick. This warranty does not cover, of course, breakage by falls, impacts, accidental damage. And I'm subject to that, so it's not going to cover that. And I know that. Damage caused by abnormal use, which that could be me too. Using without the coil cover or using defective coil cover. So if you take the coil cover off, you scrub it and scratch it, you could wear through it to the thing, and they're not going to cover that. Alteration of electronic circuit by any unauthorized person. I don't think anybody'd be modifying, but they could. Anyway, I'm not planning on doing any of that. Corrosion. This is one thing that concerned me. It says corrosion of electronic circuits due to water ingress. Now, I'm not sure what that means, because if it leaks because of their default, they should cover it. But it's saying if there's corrosion in electronic circuits due to the water coming into the unit, they're not going to cover it. Okay. I'm glad Equinox didn't do that, because they covered multiple machines I had flooded, and multiple had them flooded machines. It's an issue with the manufacturing process, but they covered it. That's the main thing. Here it's saying they're not going to cover it if water gets in it. So I'm not sure about that. Deus, if you listen, let us know about that. As long as it's a manufacturer defect, it should be covered. And you got to use the right thing. So you got a special little seal that you got to put in if you dive below a certain depth. I think over a meter or two, you got to use another little thing at the bottom where the little thing goes in. What it does actually is it seals the unit. Right now, it's the little thing in it now will actually let it breathe in and out. But if you're going so deep, you got to put that in there, because you don't want any ingress of water through there. So anyway, you got to make sure you follow all the instructions too, I'm sure. But anyway, a reduction in battery life due to battery aging. If I use mine every day for 2 years, it's only going to be covered by 2 years anyway, the battery. Now I'll get to that in a second. Breakage of cables and wires is none of that's even covered. Spare parts not covered by 5-year warranty. Then it says coil cover, headphone earpieces, phones, coil bolts, fittings, hip mount, transfer case, etc. These parts must be replaced in case of wear and tear in such a way to avoid damaging the device. Then it says batteries, chargers, and connectors carry a 2-year warranty. So the battery, chargers, and connectors are only 2 years. So if your battery goes out and your coil in 3 years or 2.5 years, I'm assuming that's not covered. So that's a good information right there on the warranty. So just in case y'all are thinking about the warranty, I just want to throw that out there. All right, we did cover the wire, and that's right. It's RG179. And I'll put a link, like I said, and that's the wire right there. I'm gonna be playing with that, and I'll let you know what I come up with on that. Headphones. I'm not real crazy about these headphones, how they sit on your ear right here. It's not as comfortable to me right there. I mean, they're okay, they work, but when I had my old Deus, I actually had bought these, and these, this thing plugs right in. Basically, it's just two wires that come out and go to the speakers is all this thing is doing, so it's not much to it. But you can buy these mounts and actually make your own. It's just two wires, you take the wires, come on the speaker and tap them in here, and you solder them on, and you're good to go. I had to actually resolder this one, actually. It broke loose. But anyway, and I saw Grey Ghost makes a pair. I did not like the Grey Ghost for the Equinox. It wasn't very loud at all. Maybe the new ones are. I don't know, and I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of people producing these now that we got the Deus 2 out. More people probably use it. So these are nice, though. I do like how these work, and how you just pop this on there and it's done. So anyway, bam, it's ready to go. And you never have to cut this on. All you gotta do, when you cut your machine on, it's paired with this, and it'll automatically cut on and off. So anyway, we'll kind of keep up to date on the Deus 2 every week. If I get something new coming up, we'll talk about it. If any of y'all got any good suggestions on all of us, send them to me, email them to me, gigmaster271@gmail.com, so I can share them with everybody, because we're all in the same boat here. All right, let's talk about the find of the week real quick. Oh my God. John Boy found a 1.26 carat diamond. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I'll put a picture up there. You have to wait to see the video finding it, and we found a bunch of other stuff, but that was the find of the week for sure. Congratulations, John Boy, on that beautiful, beautiful ring. Unbelievable. I was standing right beside him when he found it. In fact, I had my Deus go over. My Deus was a 44, and the Equinox was a 5. You got to dig them low numbers. I keep telling y'all, you got to dig those low numbers on Equinox. 5. 1.26 carat diamond. It had 1.26. We couldn't see anything else in the ring when we found it. We had to get home and do a diamond test on it. But unbelievable, man. You had to check that video out. All right, I think that's going to cover everything for today. I appreciate everybody coming along. I hope everybody's having lots of luck with that Deus. I'm still learning it. We're going to get there, though. We're going to get there for sure. I think in the end it's going to be good, but I'm not putting any bets out yet until we really learn it. All right, don't forget to click like, comment below, share, subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you in the next adventure.